sporting my new 4-0 shirt today.
You are, and guess what else is happening today? Gaz is back in the back!
Hey! Good morning, Andrew! Good morning, Tom!
Good morning, Gaz!
Gaz is back, we're back, welcome back to Fournilwritten all over it. We're off, as Andrew just said. Did you say we're off to Stevenage? We are off to Stevenage. If anyone's under any illusions, we're off to Stevenage. Gaz is back with us, mate, welcome back.
It's great to be back. Look at this. Look at that countryside in Hertfordshire.
It's lovely, isn't
beautiful,
it?
But
Beautiful.
it's raining, but it will not dampen our spirits today.
Absolutely not. We're off to Stevenage. They've made an equal 13 signings over the summer. A team that have also had 3 clean sheets in their last 3 league games. Pompey have also had 3 clean sheets in their last 3 league games. So a tough test for both sides today, and probably Pompey's toughest of the season so far, Andrew.
Yes, mate. It is a little bit of a... I'm interesting today to see how well these Stevenage play, because they're quite a good footballing side.
Yes.
It's a good test. It's a good test for them as well, because obviously they were flying high last year. Obviously in League 2, they've obviously on a bit of a promotion honeymoon, shall we say. But
yes.
It's going to come down to today.
And that's it, is it? Sorry, I thought we were going to say something else.
It's going to come down to today, and
that was it.
And that was it.
Left on Friday, flew into Luton, but I just love away days, you know what I mean? I always catch up with you on away days. I just love these days out, seeing all the fans and stuff like that. So
the team's going to gel, and they're actually going to put it together, and we're going to get some goals.
Yeah, let's get 3 points, let's get home, eh?
You alright, buddy? You alright?
Stevenage have been the better side. They're very physical. They've had the better chances. It's a physical game. I think they're a good side. It's all coming through Kamara. I was hoping that the way he set up when we saw the starting 11 pre-match, I thought he's going to be nice and wide, a lot of action down the channels, because they're quite a narrow team, and we've seen that they're a narrow team. Not been much of that. The only joy is at that side, and it's been a pretty drab affair. Not an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, it's not been great. I think it's pretty marginal. I don't think it's been a great spectacle overall.
Lucky not to be 1 or 2 down.
No, exactly, yeah. Travel 4,000 miles to come and watch this. Been a bit painful first half.
Dan Butler looks very scared
of him.
Of Kamara, of getting in.
I mean, you would be, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, he's the player that we are looking at with a bit of flair, and he's the only one we've really seen it from today. And there is space. There's space. I think that's what we've seen it. I'll be saying in the dressing room, you know, do the wide triangles, and there's some of them where I think, I don't know, Rafferty hasn't overlapped more than as much as I would have liked. And, you know, we got players like Marlon Pack, I was just saying to you, you know, we bring them in because they can make the pass. He's got the quality to make a pass.
Too deep at the moment, and we're just playing across the black line at the moment. Stevenage, I'll give them that half for sure. They were lucky. They hit the post.
Yep.
You know, I thought
Will Norris has made a spectacular save as well. Big shout out to him, because that's kept us in the game so far.
So at the moment, no one's standing out for me in this team.
And his distribution is excellent from goal as well.
Yeah, we've had 1 or 2 chances, but that's it.
We're missing that little fizz in number 10, and Gavin White's not doing it for me enough.
Called Alex Robertson, and he's sat on the bench.
I don't know, there's just not enough play into me, and then I'll go and turn and do something. And I think that's what Robertson needs to bring us, really. But Gavin White should be doing more of that. It's tough to see, other than wide, where the goal's going to come from.
I don't think the 4-0's on, but I'll take a 1-0 and get
anything at this point, wouldn't we?
Being really pleased, they would have 7 and then roughly 7.
But at least Swanson will start now for a couple of weeks, so there is always that. Silver linings.
Yeah, we've just got to win today. I don't care about a couple of weeks.
10 on 10.
50-50 coming together. It looked from where I saw, Rafferty reacted a little bit. I don't know what he did, but it looked like the other guy was then on top of him. So, come on, buddy! Come on, buddy!
Out by one of the Stevenage players. For the third time in the space of about 2 weeks, there's another injury to the ref. To be fair, he's had a dreadful afternoon, so he kind of deserves it. But, yeah. You are joking. No, he's going off. What on earth is going on?
We're going to finish with 10 men against 10 men and a different official to start the game. It's typical Pompey.
2 0-0s in what, a week? Not really good enough. And we were just saying, you know, defence seems to be pretty solid. I don't really have any worries about that. Defensive midfield, to an extent, I think we're okay. I think it's still, as we keep saying, a little bit of creativity. And even when Robertson came on and there was loads and loads of space because it was so end to end with 10 men each side, I just think something's not working. We need 2 up top, one with Bishop to help him. There's a lot of time today where he was wrestling for the ball and then flicking it on to no one.
I feel like it's a game crying out for Christian Sadie, and I'm disappointed he didn't get any minutes today because Sadie's always that man that's just underneath every Colby header and then can make something happen because of that. It was all this way, all in terms of our way, all second half it was all our way.
I've got to say, as we said, you know, Mousinho, he changed it. Completely different team to the one that drew 0-0 against Cheltenham.
Yeah.
And obviously the 2 red cards sort of had a big part to play, but in the same, you know, breath, he's brought on 3 different players, changed up the formation a little bit, put different players in different positions, and yeah, it just didn't work today.
That was a makeshift Stevenage back line today. You could see at moments there were times where they switched off, and those had to be moments in which Pompey were clinical and capitalised. Unfortunately, there's nothing clinical about this group of players at the minute. No goals in a long time. Pedestrian football's not good enough from a Pompey point of view, and that's what it was. Playing it around the back, looking for your opening, and the opening's never going to come. My worry is if you go for so long during a game and that game plan's not working, then it needs to change. There's no point in persisting all the way to 90 minutes. And you're saying with the substitutions, yeah, he was incisive in the moment. I called for him to be incisive at the time. I was like, right, 10 versus 10, you have to change. You have to switch the game plan up. It's a game for Zach Swanson. Sparks is to come off. He's not a left winger. You know, that plan didn't quite work. That could have gone one of 2 ways. It didn't quite work for me today. It's almost insanity from a Pompey point of view. You're trying the same thing again and again and nothing's happening, nothing's working. Then it has to change. Test the keeper more. We did not test their keeper at all this afternoon. That's not good enough. All the build-up play in the world, but there has to be that, what's the word for it?
Pizzazz.
It's a bit like Subuto football, you know, that's what it was like in the second half, you know. For me, too static, you know, and then when the 2 red cards happened, changed the game complexion at all. You know, I don't know why Mousinho didn't bring attacking forward on earlier, you know, he waited a bit, didn't he, you know? Yeah, the referee had a shocker, wasn't there, some of the decisions he made.
For both sides, I think, actually. There was a time when we were both singing, both sets of fans singing, you're not fit to referee. That's never a good sign. I don't think we deserve anything. No, we didn't do enough to score, did we?
No, we didn't, you know, draw and reflection is still disappointing, but we're still early days in the league, you know, it's not over, obviously, but a couple of nice players have come on. Swanson played well. Rafferty's going to be out now, so he's got a starting place now for next week. Paddy Lane was good when he came on.
Will Norris, I think, kept us in it. I think he was probably our man of the match. No brilliant standout performances from a Pompey point of view. My worry is very, very quickly, Gaz, all of a sudden, Pompey are losing their confidence in front of goal, and slowly but surely, I think we're going to start to see those levels are starting to drop. We came out with free scoring a couple of weeks ago away at Leyton Orient 4-0. Where's that gone? That's completely disappeared, and I don't know whether it's not getting the first and then kicking on from there. Don't know whether it's the tempo of the games with the referees. It's becoming a bit of a joke now. I actually can't believe what's going on in terms of the fitness of them and pulling up. I think it was a little bit of an impact injury for the one today, slightly different, but all in all, it's a bizarre affair. I can't quite put my finger on why it's going wrong. It is going wrong. It needs to change very quickly. It needs to get straight back to the drawing board, straight back on the training pitch. This Monday, there is a tough old September on the way, and we need to be ready to go and raring to go. That'll all be documented here on Fournilwrittenalloverit. Hopefully we see an uptick in form for these really tough games that are coming up. Gaz, thanks for coming, mate. I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed, everyone's annoyed by pedestrian Pompey at the moment, but we'll still win or lose up the Blues. We'll see you in we're 2 games against Peterborough. How lucky are we this week?
At home as well.
Looking
Let's
forward
get the
to
fans
it.
behind them, yeah?
Let's do it. We'll see you next weekend. For now, keep the faith. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Play up, Pompey.
play up, Pompey.
Go south, there's a